Hey, it's Will Duffield here. In this video, I'm going to share with you my thoughts on flipping properties, because someone asked me the other day, they said, surely you can't still be flipping properties. Interest rates have gone up so much. There's nervousness in the market happening. How can you be sure you're going to be making any profit when you are flipping property? So for those of you that don't know, flipping property is buying property, doing it up, selling it on in the short term. Why the hell would you want to do that? And should you even do that right now when there is uncertainty in the market? The short answer is absolutely yes, because if you can imagine, the more nervousness, the more uncertainty, the less competition for that next deal that you're looking to buy. Now, that doesn't mean you can just walk into an estate agency tomorrow and you can get a massively discounted below market value property, because the reality is the world hasn't ended like the media might have you believe. There's still massive demand for properties. Of course, this is area dependent as well. Not all these house prices going down, these statistics on house prices going down apply everywhere across the country. There are certain areas of the country where demand is massively still strong. But we are technically in a recession, and we have to factor in that demand is probably going to be less than it was several months ago. So when you're flipping property, timing is crucial. Knowing what's happening in the market at any given time is really important for you to be successful. So you need to know that there might be a drop in demand, but there's also a drop in competition. So realistically, what it means is it's harder to sell, it's harder to get the price that you want on the sale, but it's easier to get the price that you want on the purchase. So what you need to bear in mind is your deals have to be good. Your deals have to be discounted enough for you to lock in a generous amount of profit. Now, I recommend if you're doing a flip project, you're going to be looking to turn around 20% return investment. So simple maths, you invest 100K, you want to see 20K back as your profit. So 120 back, 20K as your profit, right? So if you're going to do average house price in the UK, 300K, you want to see a 60K profit back from that deal as a minimum. Now that sounds pretty generous, right? 60K profit, that's pretty much double the average salary in the UK. Do you need to make that much? Absolutely, because the great thing about doing that and looking for deals where you can make that amount of money is you can reduce your price if you need to. If the market tanks and gets even worse, let's say, in the market, then you've still got the opportunity to reduce that property by 20 grand in the asking price and still make 40K. So you've got a generous enough return that can pay for finance, that can pay for borrowing costs there to allow you to leverage money and still flip successfully. So first and foremost, there's a couple of things to think about. Yes, you need to flip. You keep flipping because, again, in the market now, when there's nervousness and people moving away from that strategy, there's absolutely loads of opportunity to capitalize on flipping as a strategy. But you need to get your numbers right. You need to buy with enough of a discount to allow you, if need be, to reduce your price and still make a generous profit. So 20% return investment as a minimum. That's what I look for personally. You might look for less, but generally that's what I recommend. And if you do that, you're locking in generous profit to counteract and combat a declining marketplace. And again, declining marketplace means less competition. So there's definitely opportunity out there. Recent deal I did a video on this recently, 95K profit. I bought the property for 162.5. I sold it for 332.5. That property went to best and final offers. I had multiple bidders, multiple people chasing after that property at a time where interest rates were rising. And according to the media, people weren't buying and there was nervousness and there's panic. And the reality was it went to best and final offers and I sold it for over 30 grand more than I expected. So don't bank on that as a strategy, but things can happen like that where ultimately what's going on in the media and what's going on in real life are not necessarily the same things. And even if we do have a decline, just make sure, which there are declines in house prices, it happens, let's not ignore that. But even if that's happening, you can still do incredibly well because a lot of people are nervous and they're moving away from that declining market. But that just means you can get better deals and lock in profit from the purchase. So you don't wait for the prices to go up in value. Flipping is not a strategy where you ever wait for values to increase. You need to make money in the current market value that you're purchasing that property. And you need to be able to make money too, even if the values go down. So you just need to buy really damn well, essentially. So hopefully that's useful. If so, go ahead, like this video, subscribe to the channel, really helps me out a lot. And you will see me again very soon in the next one.